San Antonio voters will have their say on abortion and marijuana decriminalization this year. A petition to put the so-called San Antonio Justice Charter policy on the ballot has more than 21,000 verified signatures. That means it will go to voters on May 6th.
But as the Night Team's John Paul Barajas explains, city officials are raising questions about whether the policy can even be enforced.
The San Antonio Justice Charter policy aims to amend 6 parts of the city's current charter. But even if voters pass it, City Attorney Andy Segovia says it won't have much of an impact.
It will not legalize marijuana. It will not legalize abortion. It will not create a complete ban on chokeholds. 5 of the 6 proposed amendments cannot be enforced due to state law. That includes ending enforcement of low-level marijuana possession, ending enforcement of abortion crimes, banning no-knock police warrants, banning police chokeholds, and prioritizing citations instead of arrests for low-level nonviolent crimes.
If this is passed in May, both the city attorney, the city council, our mayor, what their job to do is to back us up and represent us if this does get challenged in court, not to roll over immediately.
Ananda Thomas is with Act for SA, one of the many groups behind the initiative. She believes although much of the proposal goes against state law, that it can be fought.
We saw the city, right, fight for sanctuary cities and against SB4, and they did that knowing that there might be a challenge from the state, knowing that that was coming.
Similar proposals have been passed in other cities such as Austin. To that, Segovia says,
we follow the law. I mean, I'm not being facetious. I don't think reasonable minds can differ that these things are absolutely inconsistent with state law.
The 6th part of the proposal calls for a justice director who would report directly to city council. According to Segovia, that's the one thing the city could legally do.
Somebody that can hold those kinds of conversations with immigration rights groups or disability rights groups and policing and come up with better policies.
Thomas has this message for voters.
We're not only putting the conversation out there, but we as a community are taking a vote and letting our city leadership from now through the future know how we feel about this and what they need to fight for.
The city attorney says voters have every right to vote in favor of the amendments, and if passed, they will change the current language of the charter, but that the city will not go against or enforce any of those things that go against state law. It's also worth noting that if the charter is changed, the city will not be allowed to change it again for at least 2 years, meaning November of 2025. At City Hall, John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Keep up to date with all of San Antonio's top news, weather, and so much more by clicking the like and subscribe buttons below. And once again, thanks for watching KSAT.